If you're over 60 and eating fish for your heart health, I need to stop you right there because some of the most common fish in your grocery store could actually be working against you. In this video, I'll show you the 3 fish to watch out for, exactly why they're a problem, and the safer alternatives that give you the same heart and brain benefits without the downside. Hey everyone, welcome back. Fish is often recommended as one of the healthiest proteins you can eat. Especially as you get older, it's linked to heart health, brain function, and reduced inflammation. Doctors have been telling us for decades to eat more fish, and for the most part, that's good advice. But here's what almost nobody tells you. Not all fish are created equal. Some of the most popular, budget-friendly options on the market come with hidden risks that matter more the older you get. Risks tied to mercury, farming practices, and fat quality. Today we're breaking down exactly which fish to watch out for, why they made the list, and what to buy instead next time you're at the grocery store. Before we get into the specific fish, it's worth understanding why age changes the equation here. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at clearing certain toxins, including heavy metals like mercury. Our kidneys and liver, which handle detoxification, naturally slow down with age. That means something your body could shrug off in your 30s might accumulate more noticeably in your 60s and beyond. At the same time, many seniors are managing joint pain, early cognitive changes, or heart conditions, all things that can be made worse by the wrong kind of fat intake or heavy metal exposure. So the stakes are simply higher, which is exactly why this deserves more attention than a quick "fish is healthy" headline. Tilapia is one of the most commonly eaten fish in the US because it's cheap, mild-tasting, and widely available in every grocery store. On the surface, it looks like a great lean protein choice. The problem is how it's raised. Farmed tilapia is often raised on a diet very different from what fish eat in the wild. Frequently a corn and soy-based feed rather than the algae and smaller organisms wild fish eat. This changes its fat profile significantly. Instead of being rich in omega-3s like wild-caught fish, farmed tilapia tends to have a much higher ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. Why does that matter? In excess, omega-6 fats can promote inflammation in the body. That's the opposite of what you want if you're managing joint pain, heart health, or arthritis, all of which become significantly more common after 60. So while tilapia isn't dangerous in the way something toxic would be, it's simply not delivering the anti-inflammatory benefits people assume they're getting when they choose fish over red meat. King mackerel is actually on the FDA's official avoid list, and there's a clear reason: mercury. As a large predatory fish, king mackerel sits near the top of the ocean food chain. It eats smaller fish, which ate even smaller fish, and mercury accumulates and concentrates at every step of that chain. By the time a king mackerel reaches your plate, mercury levels can be significantly elevated compared to smaller species. Mercury exposure is linked to nerve damage and cognitive effects, a real concern for seniors who may already be more vulnerable to memory and brain health issues. It's worth being clear here. An occasional meal isn't going to cause meaningful harm. This isn't about panic. But if king mackerel is a regular go-to in your weekly meal rotation, it's genuinely worth reconsidering and rotating in a lower mercury option instead. This one tends to surprise people the most because salmon has such a strong health food reputation. And that reputation is well-earned for wild-caught salmon. But farmed Atlantic salmon, which makes up the large majority of salmon sold in grocery stores today, is a genuinely different product. Farmed salmon is often raised in crowded ocean pens, which can require more antibiotics and pesticides to manage disease in such close quarters. Their diet is also frequently supplemented with synthetic dyes to achieve that vibrant pink color naturally found in wild salmon. Without those additives, farmed salmon flesh is actually a pale gray. It also tends to have a less favorable omega-3 to omega-6 ratio compared to its wild counterpart, similar to the tilapia issue we covered earlier. None of this means farmed salmon is dangerous to eat occasionally. But if you've been choosing salmon specifically for its omega-3 reputation, it's important to know that farmed salmon doesn't always deliver on that promise the way wild-caught does. The good news is you don't have to give up fish, you just need to be more selective. Here are 4 safer alternatives that give you real heart and brain benefits. Wild-caught salmon. Check the label specifically for the words wild-caught, not just Atlantic salmon or salmon fillet. This one label change alone makes a meaningful difference in fat quality and mercury levels. Sardines, small, low on the food chain, which means lower mercury accumulation, and they're absolutely packed with omega-3s and calcium, especially if you eat the soft bones. Cod, mild-tasting, low mercury, and widely available fresh or frozen, making it an easy, budget-friendly swap for tilapia in most recipes. Rainbow trout, often farmed more sustainably here in the U.S., with fewer of the concerns tied to tilapia and salmon farming practices abroad. These 4 options give you the same heart and brain benefits fish is known for, without the added mercury or inflammatory fat concerns we just covered. The general guideline most health organizations recommend is 2 servings of fish per week, about 3 to 4 ounces each, roughly the size of a deck of cards. That's enough to get meaningful omega-3 benefits without overexposure to mercury, even from moderate mercury fish. If you're eating fish more than 3 to 4 times a week, it's worth diversifying your protein sources rather than relying on fish for every meal. Rotating in things like eggs, poultry, or legumes helps you avoid concentrating any single risk while still getting variety in your diet. So to recap, watch out for farmed tilapia, king mackerel, and farmed Atlantic salmon, especially if they're regulars in your weekly rotation. Instead, reach for wild-caught salmon, sardines, cod, or rainbow trout, and aim for about 2 servings a week. If this helped, hit subscribe for more senior health breakdowns every week. Next week, we're covering a topic just as important, so you won't want to miss it. And let me know in the comments, which fish do you eat most often? I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.